It's Sunday the 20th of November, so let's have a look at the Australian dollar, US dollar for the trading week ahead. Okay, so what we've been going over for the last few weeks is the sloping support and resistance line, which was becoming an ascending triangle with key resistance up above. One of the things we went over was always to look out for false breaks, which is exactly what we had here. False breaks are basically the market ramping up because there's going to be stops where above previous highs as people looking to get short in this market. As it pops up, takes out those stops, you also get breakout traders jumping into the market. And then what happens? The market stops, reverses, and goes on its intended direction. That's why I always look out for false breaks. I never look to trade breakouts of patterns. Okay, so now that we have broken out, well, first thing is we've had a sustained downward move. We've came down 450 points almost without any pause. We had a tiny little bit of hesitation here as the market met the MA200, but there's been no real pullback and it has just collapsed down. So moving forward now, well, any returns at any point in the future now to this sloping resistance line is going to be very good for looking for shorting opportunities. Going into next week, because we have had such a sustained downward move, pullbacks into resistance areas above to look to get into shorting positions to continue with the market sentiment. Let's have a look at a couple of those areas. Okay, so we've got one right here at the sort of 7,450 level. Do we have any further ones? We certainly do. If we head further up, let's have a look for a nice strong one. We have one right here, 7,550. So going into next week, I'll be looking for pullbacks into these levels for that continuation move. And then down below, since we've had such a sustained downward move now, I'm looking for key levels of support for potential bullish bounces. Now we have strong levels here, and then we have very strong levels down here. So both of these areas will be areas I will be watching. Let's mark them in. We have one right here at these levels, just a little bit below where the market currently is. So on Monday morning, if the market can get down here, I'll be looking for that bullish price action for potential long positions. Now, if we come down further, we get into, let me just mark it in, very strong support levels. So down here, okay. Down here we have key levels. You can see the market has been using these levels over and over and over again. Here. So it's going to be a strong level of support. Just mark it in. Now, if we do start to see bullish price action off of either of these levels, I'll then be looking for the market to potentially make the pullbacks to then get short at the key resistance up above. And that is the main, or those are the main things I am watching on this market going into next week. The key thing is we have now broken out of the sloping support and resistance. We've had a very sustained downward move, which means I would expect some sort of pullback or at least pause. And pause on the daily time frame gives ample opportunities on the lower time frames to trade into long positions. So I will be watching these key support areas now for that bullish price action. If we do see the market begin to rally, I'll be looking to get into short positions at the key resistance levels. And if we can manage, perhaps not next week, perhaps the week after or the week after that, get up to the sloping resistance line, I will be more than happy to look for short positions up there also. Okay guys, so as always, I hope that was helpful. I hope you all have a good trading week next week. I'm James Orr, and thank you.